Welcome to the channel, everyone. A little update on the 80 Chevy Silverado. Plans have changed on this thing. I was gonna throw a motor in this thing, just do a few things to it, get it running, and then go from there on the project. But I'm finding just so many issues with it that I don't really want to do. I don't want to go that route anymore. It's just I think that would be a mistake. So I'll kind of go through some of the things I've done here. You can see the firewall is a little bare because I pulled out the heater box there. I pulled out the outside, which is this piece. This sits on the outside. And then I've also gone inside, pulled the inside one out. And I mean, these were so nasty. I couldn't leave them in there. I couldn't leave them the way they were and use this thing. There was just so much grossness. I had to clean them out. I cleaned them out. I sprayed bleach in them, rinsed them out, used Dawn soap with bleach and soaked everything. You can see I've got all the ducting work too. That was nasty with mice crap and stuff like that. So these two pieces actually pinch on the firewall. So you got this on the outside, that on the inside. And this thing really controls the air. It's got vacuum actuators on it because this is an air-conditioned truck. So, I mean, it's all pretty good shape. It was just so nasty. I might do a rebuild video on these, separate one, to kind of just show how to replace all the parts on it, I guess. But that's the defrost. This thing here bolts to up here like that, and then you got your defrost duct. And then this one, this piece here, this is the air conditioned trucks only, guys. This will bolt onto here like this, and then this duct, that duct goes on top of that one and shoots the air to the vents in the truck. So again, this is the air condition only, guys. The non-air conditioning trucks I think are a lot simpler, but which is what I would prefer. But this is what I've got. You can't get a Silverado and not have all the goodies on it. Okay, so I believe that's that. Like I said, I've got them pretty well cleaned up, and I may rebuild them and do a video. But okay, second thing is you can see there's no wiring. I've unplugged all the wiring here. This is the main fuse block. You got three things that plug into that. One is this here, that's the rear lights. So it plugs into, I believe, this all the way on the end there. Then you got another harness that is the front lights. It's the headlights and turn signals up front, which is all, I got it all wrapped up here on the mirror. And then you've got an engine harness that plugs into that, which goes to all your sensors on your motor and everything else. So I've unplugged all that. The light harness and the engine harness, actually the heater harness is in there too. So I've got all that off. And the engine harness is not really that great a shape. That's another reason why I figured I needed to tear into this more. Because that harness, there's broken wires and stuff like that. It's really a fire hazard, I think, to leave that harness on there. So that's pretty much where I'm at, guys. Interior, I've got some of the other interior parts. I got the gauges there. I'm going to take it back. This had a factory tack. It's actually still got the harness in there. I don't know how or how good a shape it's in, but I want to go back to the tack because that's what this truck had. This truck had a tack. So I'm going to try to rework this gauge and get a tack in there. I'll have to get the smaller fuel gauge and probably have to get the right circuit board and stuff like that for it. But yeah, I can't open the door because it's between the hoists. But the interior, I got everything out of it pretty much. There's the dash pad, which is junk. Not going to be able to save that. So the interior is pretty well stripped out. So I can really go in there and clean that out. I got to take out the controls and stuff because the mice were in there. I think what's going to happen, guys, is I'm going to just pull this cab off. The cab bolts are loose. So somebody had them off. I don't know if they replaced the bushings at one time or they were going to replace the bushings, but all the cab bolts are loose. So I'm going to pull the cab. I'm going to pull the box. There'll be a rolling chassis here, and I think I'll start with that. I'll just get the frame all worked. I'll drop the motor in the frame and get that all hooked up, and then probably go work on the cab. It needs some rockers, cab corners, probably doors. Them doors don't look the greatest, but a little bit of floor, not much. So that's kind of what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to get ready to pull this body off this chassis, and then we'll work on the chassis. So I think that's the plan, guys. It's going to be, I would say, a budget restoration. I'm going to try to save what I can. I'll replace what I have to and do all the work myself to save on money. But this stuff still costs a lot of money. And I do appreciate the donations. A few people have donated with my donation link. And that's really appreciated, guys. I mean, really appreciated. Every little bit helps. I can do a lot with a little because I do all the work. So every little bit helps. So really appreciate the donation, guys. But I guess this video is getting almost 10 minutes here. I guess that's going to do it for this one, guys. As I do more, I'll update you on what I'm doing. But that's it for now, guys. I guess I'll see you.